Hello to all. Today we are going to see the different element of cost and perform for the preparation of cost sheets. Okay. First is the cost accounting. So what is mean by the cost accounting? It is the process of classifying and recording of the expenditure in the systematic manner with the intention of ascertaining the cost of cost centers with the intention of controlling the cost. So cost accounting means whatever are the expenditures are uh, been occurred in the organization that are classifying and recording in systematic manner is done by in cost accounting. The intention is to controlling the cost of various costs. The next is the objectives of cost accounting: ascertaining the cost, controlling the cost, presentation of the information enable managerial decision making. Okay, these are the three main objectives of the cost accounting: that ascertaining the cost, controlling the cost, then last one is the presenting the information to the enable marketing decision making. The next concept is the cost center. So what is meant by the cost center? It is a location or a person or items of equipment in or connected with the undertaking in relation to which cost may be ascertained and used for the purpose of cost control. Okay, here is the various cost centers are selected in the organization, such as location or person or items of equipment in or connected with the undertaking in relation with the cost. uh, the example of cost center is, if we can take production unit. In that we can select a particular cost centers. If we have select office, then particular people working in the office that are should be selected. Okay, that are be should taken into consideration. Okay, such such that group of peoples or locations are selected as the cost of centers, like a particular branch of any organization is selected as a cost centers. Okay, then marketing department should selected as a separate cost center. These are the various cost centers selected. Okay, there are mainly two types. First one is impersonal and personal cost centers. Impersonal cost center consists of location or items of equipment. Okay, in that location or equipment are uh, selected as a cost center. The example of is a particular region of a cell. Okay, if you have taken Nasik district, in that part Tehsil is selected as a cost center, is a particular region as a selected as a cost centers. Uh, Same as a particular branch should be selected as a cost center. Firstly, I have uh, tell that ki a particular department like marketing department is selected as a cost centers. uh, that such a type grinding machine is machine or particular assembling machine or particular processing machine are selected as a separate cost centers, so on. Okay, a personal cost center consists of person or group of person. Okay, in impersonal there is only physical things, only the things rather than the humans, like branches, departments, machineries are selected as the cost centers in impersonal. Okay, and in personal cost centers, a person or a group of person for the person are selected as a cost center, like finance manager, sales manager, works manager, and so on. Second one is the production and service cost center. In a production cost center, whatever the production activities is carried out for, that should selected as a cost center, such as a machine shop, printing shop, and assembly shop, so on. That are various activities that are involved in the production process that are selected as a production cost center. Second one is the cost service cost center. In a service cost center, uh, one which assess the production activity. if assets the production activities such as the supervisor, which are not directly involved in the production process, but that assess the production activity. For example, the storage department, internal transport department, the labor of office in that supervisor is also come. Then the maintenance department, account department. These all are the department rather than the production department, are not actually involved in the production process, but that assist in production activity, that are called as, that are selected as a service cost centers. Okay, here is the definition for the cost of concept of cost. Cost is the amount of expenditure incurred on to the specific things or activity. Okay, a particular cost is involved in the production process. Okay, that is the expenditure or that is incurred in the production. This amount is called as cost. Okay, cost is the measurement in monetary terms of the amount of the resources used for the some purpose. Okay, whatever are the resources are used in the production or particular purpose, that are written or that are measures in terms of money, is called as cost. Okay, there are mainly two types of direct cost and indirect cost, and fixed and variable cost. Okay, there are direct cost and indirect cost. Direct cost means whatever are the cost, that cost which are identified with the individual cost centers. It consists the direct material cost, direct labor cost, direct expenses. It is called as a prime cost. And indirect cost, that cost which cannot identified with the individual cost centers. It is consists of indirect material, indirect labor, indirect expenses. It is called as overheads. Next, fixed cost and variable cost. Fixed cost means that are remain constant at all level of production irrespective of any change in it later. Okay, and variable cost which varies according to which level of the production or higher volume of the production, higher variable cost, vice versa. Okay, the specific type of cost: opportunity cost, economic cost, nominal cost, real price, depreciated cost. Okay, social cost. Next is the element of cost. Okay, there are three elements of the cost. First one is material, labor, and expenses. Okay, direct material, the material which is integral part of the production process, that are actually used in the production, it is called as direct material. And indirect material, which is not directly involved in the production or in use in the production process, that is called as indirect cost or the individual cost centers. Okay, the indirect material. Okay, next one is the labor cost. uh, the direct labor means the labor that are actually engaged in the manufacturing or the production process, that is labor, direct labor cost. Second one is indirect labor cost. The indirect labor cost which cannot be identified with the individual cost centers. It includes those employees which are not engaged in the production process. Example, salary manager, accountant are the indirect labors. Expenses, direct expenses and indirect expenses. Same as the above, the expenses that are occurred in the production process actually occurred in production process, that are direct expenses. Indirect expenses, rather than the production process, whatever are the expenses happening in the organization, that are indirect expenses, such as rent, telephone expenses, insurance, lighting, all are the indirect expenses. Integrated, the integration or integrate of direct material cost, direct labor cost and direct expenses is termed as prime cost. And direct aggregate of indirect material cost, indirect labor cost and indirect expenses is called as overhead.